Imagine traveling across America, the land of opportunity, only to find doors closed at every turn. Not because of who you are, but because of the color of your skin. This was the reality for millions of African Americans during the early 20th century, a time when segregation wasn't just a cultural norm, but the law of the land. The era of Jim Crow laws institutionalized racial discrimination, dictating where Black Americans could live, work, eat, and even rest. The freedom to travel, celebrated as a cornerstone of the American dream, was a perilous endeavor for African American families navigating the dangers of an unequal nation. The seeds of change were planted during the Great Migration, beginning in 1916, as millions of African Americans fled the oppressive South in search of economic opportunity and freedom in northern and western cities. This mass exodus reshaped the cultural and political landscape of America. At the same time, the automobile was revolutionizing mobility in the 1920s and 1930s. For African Americans, owning a car offered a rare sense of independence, a means to travel freely without the constraints of segregated public transportation. Yet the open road was fraught with danger. Sundown towns warned Black travelers to leave before nightfall, and countless establishments denied them basic services like lodging, food, or gas. What should have been a journey of joy was instead a test of survival. In the face of these challenges, a Harlem-based postal worker named Victor Hugo Green sought to make travel safer and more accessible for African Americans. In 1936, he published the first edition of the Negro Motorist Green Book, a guide to places where Black travelers could find safety, hospitality, and dignity. Inspired by similar guides used by Jewish communities, Green envisioned a resource that would not only protect lives, but also empower Black motorists to embrace the freedom of the road. Starting as a small, localized directory in New York City, the Green Book quickly grew to include listings across the United States and even international destinations. With contributions from African American travelers and postal workers, it became a symbol of resilience and self-reliance. For nearly 3 decades, the Green Book was a lifeline for countless families. By the 1950s, it covered thousands of locations nationwide, from gas stations and restaurants to hotels and private homes that opened their doors to Black travelers. It provided more than practical information. It fostered a sense of community and pride. As the civil rights movement gained momentum in the 1960s, the Green Book reflected a changing America. It stood as both a testament to the struggles African Americans faced and a symbol of their perseverance. However, with the passage of the Civil Rights Act in 1964, which outlawed segregation, the need for the Green Book began to fade. By 1967, its final edition was published, marking the end of an era. To tell this story, we turn to the voices of the past. Original editions of the Green Book, housed in archives like the New York Public Library and the Smithsonian, reveal the breadth of its impact. Oral histories from those who used the Green Book provide personal, often emotional insights into the dangers they faced and the relief they found in its pages. News articles and government documents further contextualize the societal barriers that made the Green Book essential. Today, the Green Book is more than a relic of the past. It is a reminder of the strength, ingenuity, and solidarity of African Americans who refused to be defined by oppression. Its legacy lives on in the fight for travel equity and the ongoing struggle for racial justice in America. As we retrace the roots of the Green Book and revisit the places it made safe, we are called to reflect. What does freedom on the road mean today? And how can we continue to break barriers for those who follow? Victor Hugo Green once wrote, "There will be a day in the near future when this guide will not have to be published." That day has come, yet the lessons of the Green Book endure. It reminds us that even in the face of systemic injustice, a community can rise, build, and thrive. This is the story of the Green Book, a testament to resilience, a map to safety, and a journey toward equality.